Now, I want to bring this up because I think it's very important. I'm putting down the hammer. Boom. As of right now, an honest person in the private sector, someone that works in the private sector, has their own business or they're working the corporate ladder, trying to make ends meet. An honest person right now can't make enough money to live in Canada anymore. You just can't make enough money. Competing with money laundering from China, competing with bidding wars, competing with all kinds of, competing with the banking system that won't lend to locals. Now, it's not just Canada. It's Australia, New Zealand, the UK, the blue states of America are all, if you are an honest, hardworking person, it's hard to make a living. It's hard to survive. And we've been calling it, I don't know, for over 10, 15 years now, the working poor. But now it's in full effect. It's almost impossible to honestly make it through life now without cheating someone, robbing someone. A lot of people cheat people on a regular basis and think they're doing it for the better of themselves. And hurting somebody else is the way to get ahead. And I'm very against that mentality or way of thought or train of thought. I'm so way against it. And people are accusing me of hating. You hate Chinese people, Mike. I don't hate nobody. I'm calling out what the problem is. Now they're estimating $2.4 trillion laundered from China into Canada from 2010 to 2025. Oh, but it's your government. Our government is China. You do deals with these people. You become those people. I'm really disappointed and so bitter of what Canada was. When I was growing up as a kid in Toronto, we were the Canada's problem. We were called out as Canada's problem. We were made an example of as Canada's problem. I'm Portuguese. And from the early 80s all the way until like 2009, we had to lie on our resumes so people wouldn't find out we're Portuguese because they wouldn't hire us. We were treated like absolute trash. People would flog me if on a resume if I put down Canadian. They're like, "You're not Canadian." It's like, what the hell is going on? So we were, quite frankly, Canada's problem. We came to build the damn country. 400,000 plus laborers came in the late 70s up until 2000 came to build the country. We were deported and treated like trash. The OPP police, teachers at school, everything treated like absolute trash. But that's fine because it's Canada and they're protecting the Canadian way. They don't want trash like me to come and take their stuff away. And I can't blame them for that. But now bringing in money laundering and giving all the jobs to Chinese nationals and Hindus and people that didn't play any part to build this country whatsoever. But now I'm hating on Chinese now. I'm just pointing out the problem. You could go ahead and call me a racist all you want because I can't handle seeing my children that are born and raised in Canada become homeless and have to resort to MAID and assisted suicide because the criminal's bringing in laundered money, which if I brought in laundered money, I'd be in jail and I'd be on the front page of every magazine and newsstand across Canada. But because they could do it, they're foreign investors. So who do you blame? Do you blame the Chinese for bringing illicit, illegal funds? And if China is so good, why don't they keep that money in China? If China is a modern economy, a modern capitalism, it's the best. Why is there capital flight of trillions of dollars leaving China and parking it in real estate and farms of English-speaking countries? Well, it's a takeover, Mike. Sure, it's a takeover. It's an economic takeover. You call me a racist, you call me whatever you want. But if I was the problem, if I was Canada's problem for so many years, and I'm pointing the finger saying, no, this is Canada's problem, and you want to call me a racist for that, you go ahead. Because I'll shout it from the rooftops Because seeing my kids go homeless, educated, and the whole 9 years and become homeless in this country because they have to compete with criminals in bidding wars on a house that's worth 90 grand in Alabama and they're selling it here for $4 million. You got problems. Major problems. But don't worry, they're going to offer our kids and grandkids assisted suicide. They're already offering it to homeless people and people in debt. You in debt? Well, go kill yourself. Go kill yourself and do yourself a favor. And I'm so against that so much. And when people use the race card, I think you forgot something. My wife's Asian. My wife is Asian. I think you're forgetting that. So I wanted to share this with you guys tonight because I am so infuriated of how far gone Canada has come. I was Canada's problem for a year. Portuguese were Canada's problem. Big problem for Portuguese. Big problem. Deport them all. Deport them all. They deported scores of us. What Trump is doing now with ICE, the news in America said the last time that they held children back was when the Nazis held back the children, the Jewish children in the war, during the war. Nah, the last time it was done was in Toronto, Archbishop Romero Catholic Secondary School in St. Mary's, where they held back all the Portuguese kids and waited for parents to bring in paperwork to make sure they're allowed to be in Canada. Vehicle road blitzes, not Donald Trump, Canada. Pulling over vehicles. Are you Portuguese? Can you be in Canada? So we were Canada's problem. No problem. I have no problem with that. But the problem I have now, we have a problem in Canada, but we're not allowed to address it. The Chinese destroyed this country, Australia, New Zealand, and the blue states of America. Prove me wrong. Oh, and don't say the governments did it. The governments are Chinese too. So before you go there, that's it. I have no hate for anybody. I'm just absolutely disgusted how we sold out to the highest bidder and we are absolutely destroyed.